Hello everyone, good morning friends. I am here once again with Lockdown Positives cooking series. Uh, um, Something creative that I am trying to do during this lockdown period. Cooking, which I don't know, that I am trying to learn during this lockdown period while staying at home. So, in continuation to our earlier series, today again I'm going to make South Indian dish, a very simple and a very plain dish. It is yet again one of my favorites, that is Pongal. That's correct. Today we will be making Pongal, and to make the Pongal, the two main ingredients, the major ingredients are rice and the moong dal. That is the rice that I have already taken in a bowl. This is the rice that you can see from a closer look, the rice, and second is the moong dal. This is the moong dal. Now I can show it to you from a closer look. So this is the moong dal that you can see in my hand. This is the moong dal. Just show it to you once again. The moong dal that I have in my hand. So this is the moong dal. So the two main ingredients while making Pongal. The first one is rice and the second one is the moong dal. Now we can directly take this, wash it, put it in a cooker and make the Pongal. Straight away we can start with the process. But somehow I've heard that before doing that, if we could fry the rice. I forgot to mention about the quantity. Yes, I'll just mention about the quantity. The rice that you see in this utensil, this bowl, this vessel, is equivalent to this glass, is equivalent to the measure of this glass. And the moong dal, the lentils or the moong dal that you see here in this utensil, in this vessel, is exactly equivalent to half of this glass. Rice is full up to the brim and dal is half quantity dal. Rice full and dal half. So that is the ratio while making the Pongal. So you take one full glass of rice, then this moong dal that you will be requiring, you will have to take exactly half the quantity of whatever you have taken the rice. So rice is one full glass and moong dal is exactly half the quantity of this glass, half the capacity of this glass. As I was telling, you can take this rice, this moong dal, put it in a pressure cooker and we can directly go ahead and start making the Pongal. But I have heard that before we begin with that process of making the Pongal, if we fry the dal and the rice together in a pan, say for 2 minutes to 3 minutes, if we preheat it, if we fry it nicely, it enhances the taste of the Pongal. That is, I have heard about it. So since this is the first attempt that I am trying making in cooking Pongal, so I thought we should also try doing that. First we will fry the rice and the moong dal. I think better the procedure or better the process, the better the taste. I think so. So let us begin with frying the rice and the dal. I'll take a pan and we'll start on with the process. So I already have a pan with me. I already have a pan with me. It is readily there. So I'll just start it. So here's the pan. So let the pan come to a heat. And this, we did not do this. Actually, there is no requirement to do this. This is a wooden spatula. Today I have taken a wooden spatula. So let me keep it aside. So there is no requirement to do this. We can directly take the cooker and start making it. But I have heard generally from the people, I have heard that before getting on the process of making the Pongal in a pressure cooker, if we can fry the rice, if we fry the rice and the dal together for say 2 to 3 minutes in a frying pan, that actually enriches the taste of the Pongal. So as I said earlier, I think better the process, better the taste. So let us start doing it. So the pan is already hot. The pan is already hot. Now just dump the rice into the pan. Just dump the rice into the pan. And I've already also dumped the dal into the pan. So this is it. The dal and the rice into the pan. So this I will fry it. This I will fry it. This I will fry it. I can show it to you. I'll just a minute. I'll just mix it and I can show it to you from a closer range as well. So I can just show it to you. I'm doing this on real low flame. I can show it to you from a closer range. So this is it. So this is 1 cup of rice, and in the same cup I have taken half the cup of moong dal. 1 full cup of rice, and in the same cup I have taken half the cup of moong dal. Now these two, that is the rice and moong dal together, I am frying it in a pan that you can see. As I said, like this is not required. We can directly proceed by to make the pongal. But I have heard from people that if we fry, before starting off with the pongal, preparing the pongal, if we fry this dal and rice together in the pan, say for around 3 to 4 minutes, it actually enriches the taste of the pongal. It adds on to the taste of the pongal. So since we are doing it first time, so I thought we should not skip this step. So let's do it. Absolutely no problem. Let me see. A little bit more frying is required because it is still not hot. I'll just increase the flame a little bit more. I'll increase the flame. And we'll ensure that we are not burning out anything. We'll just ensure that we are not burning out anything. So little bit more frying is required because it is still not hot. So I just increase the flame and you can see that this is being fried well. This is being fried well. I'll just keep it on the stand. So this we are frying. It has to get real hot, but we should ensure that it's not burned out. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Just fry it. So pongal is basically a dish from Tamil Nadu, and it is a complete dish. There's no anything else required with pongal. You can directly, once you make it, you can directly have it. And people usually have it with coconut chutney. I don't know. Anybody. So many different ways you can have the pongal, but it actually no other style is required. Once it is made, once it is prepared, you can directly have the pongal. So that is a specialty of pongal. Well, it is. I have fried it now nicely. I fried it. Nicely fried it. So a little more frying is required. A little more frying is required. We have to ensure that we are not burning it out. The rice and the dal, we should not burn it. So we constantly keep stirring it. So well, I'm just getting it done. This is the first step. This is the first step. This is the first step. So this is not required, but I've heard that doing this actually enriches the taste of pongal. Since we are doing it first time, so let's not skip this step. Let us do it completely. All the steps we will try to include in making the pongal more yummier and more tasty. So this is it. Well, I'm frying it nice and good. We just ensure that it's not burned out, nothing is burning out. So constant stirring is required. Well, so that's enough, that's sufficient. I'll just switch off the stove. I'll just switch off the stove, and it is real hot now. It is real hot. So this is the rice and the dal that you can see inside the pan. I'll just keep it aside. Now what we have to do this is, once this cools down, we'll have to soak this in a vessel containing a utensil. You have to take a utensil and you have to put this contents, that is the rice and dal, in that utensil, and then we need to soak it in water, say for around 20 minutes to half an hour. It needs to be soaked up in the water. So meanwhile I do that, let it cool down first. Once it is cooled down, then I'll take a vessel, then I'll soak it in the water for say 20 minutes to half an hour. So meanwhile that is happening, as I said earlier, like pongal is a complete dish. You need not have anything aside. Once the pongal is ready, it's ready to eat. You need not make anything in addition to pongal. But I'm just since I'm learning cooking, I thought I'll make a dry curry, a dry vegetable curry that I would like to have along with the pongal. So I intend to make a curry with tomatoes, potato, onion, and capsicum. I like to make a dry curry with a mixture, a vegetable curry, a mixture of capsicum, onion, potato and tomato. With this I'll be making one curry. That process also we'll go through it, and that rice and dal is getting cooled down. So meanwhile I'll clean these vegetables, I'll slice it, dice it, make it good for curry, and then we will meet in our second segment. So now thank you for watching, and keep watching. We'll meet in the second segment. Thank you.